At Cazenovia College, I teach typography, digital foundations, advanced advertising design. A little bit about my background. From the Syracuse area. I attended Cazenovia College as an undergrad, and I attended Syracuse University for my graduate degree. I taught at Syracuse for 4 years. After that, I worked as a designer and an art director and an interactive art director at a bunch of different agencies and design shops. Now I own my own graphic design and web design business in Syracuse, and now I teach at Caz. One of my favorite times here at Caz, last semester I changed up one of my classes and kind of how it works. It's advanced advertising, so it takes students through understanding how to take a campaign across the internet. Rather than giving the students a fake project, I brought in an actual company from Syracuse last year that needed all of this stuff for a campaign. The students split into groups and worked on each piece of that campaign in little units and then switched up, so they got their hands involved in each piece of that. The campaign came out great at the end, and the company used it, and you can see it all over Syracuse. I really treat my classrooms like a job. When these students come into my classroom, it's like they just were hired as designers in the agency. They are given briefs, they're given everything they need to make sure that they can complete the project. Having that experience and being around and being known in the Syracuse area for being an artist and a designer, I'm still not used to it, but seeing the students really gravitate towards that and latch onto that and want me to feed them more information it's nice, and I like bringing that into the classroom. Compared to other schools out there, Cazenovia College is really outputting designers and artists that know how to concept and execute. A lot of schools, students are leaving just with the concepting in their head. They don't understand how to execute. In today's world, companies are looking for designers and artists that not only can concept ideas, but also execute them in many different ways, from graphic design to web design to illustration. Times that I was really proud of the students, when that one student sold her work right out of the hallway of the college. She was a freshman, and they did this typography project, and they were really great. Everybody in the class did amazing work, and I hung them all up in the hallway. And in one of the open houses, somebody came through and saw them hanging in the hallway, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, I need that in my house." And the guy bought the prints from the student. I knew that I did a good job making her understand how to execute that project. And it also just felt great. She was super stoked, I was super stoked, the dude who bought the prints were super stoked, so it was awesome. Parents should really understand that when their kids come into my classroom, even when I'm messing around, I'm not messing around. They're going to be treated with the utmost respect, and they're going to be treated like they just walked into a design shop. They're going to be treated like they were just hired as a designer. And I'm going to get them involved with as much stuff outside of this campus in the design field as I can. There's graphic design, there's web design, there's illustration, there's painting, there's photography, there's video, there's animation. All these things are tools that a designer uses. Rather than thinking a designer has to fit one of those molds, in my opinion, a designer should be able to approach any of those things and design anything that comes to them. My business is called Stay Fresh, and that's one thing I try to tell the students. As a designer and an artist, it's important to stay fresh. You need to stay on top of your game, you need to stay on top of your skills, and you need to really stay on top of the programs you are using to execute your design. Nobody's ever going to believe you're a designer unless you believe you're a designer. I like the students seeing somebody like me who is not the standard adult, coming in and being like, you don't have to grow up. You can be an awesome artist in life and still have fun, all the time. And it still all works out, so.